What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to see Latino man who voted for Trump, supported him no matter what, and now he's regretting because what's happening to the Latino community. And of course, he's like, now he understands how black people been feeding all along. So let's dive in. Credit belongs to the owner of the videos. I will come back with comments at it.
I just saw a video of Kamala Harris speaking, and she looks drunk, she looks incoherent, and holy freaking crap, we dodged a bullet. I mean, Donald Trump literally dodged a bullet for democracy. We know what's best for us. Glad we all participated in bringing a true leader back into the White House. God bless America, guys.
A few moments later.
I'm sorry to my community for voting the way I did. Now I can empathize and sympathize with the black community. Now that it's here with us too, it's like crap. I honestly legitimately didn't think it was real, but it's real as hell, and it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted. I didn't fucking vote for this. Number one, imagine that they give you a freshly squeezed lemonade and then you drink it and you enjoy it, whatever.
And now, with your brown ego bruised and your crumbled white fantasy, you come crawling back with your watered down lemonade analogy. He is another example that internalized racism is costly. He's only leaving MAGA now because he's just figured out that no matter how hard he betrays his own people, no matter how far he's shoved his tongue up white supremacy's ass, they still rejected him. You pretended like you didn't know racism exists for black people. You pretended racism didn't exist for you or your Latino community either. You truly believed that if you backstabbed your own people hard enough, if you spewed white supremacist talking points hard enough, demonized black and brown people, and played the obedient mouthpiece, you'd win their approval.
Like he made the worst mistake. And he said like Latinos should always support other Latinos. And what take my attention, he mentioned something like, actually, I don't suffer, like I don't care if the gas, they add something on gas or eggs. I'm rich enough, I can even buy a house. And I'm like, so why did you vote for this then? Why did you do this? And he's regretting, he's saying he's regretting his vote. And you saw how he used to insult Kamala and stuff like that. And now he see, like, no matter how much he try, he will never align with white people. They will never look at him as they look other white people. I think now the reality is on his face, and now he's like regretting. So guys, let's keep watching.
You didn't just ignore racism, you became a willing tool of it. You helped elect a white supremacist into power, fully aware of what he was. You thought proving your loyalty to whiteness would make you immune. Instead, you might just find yourself in alligator Alcatraz.
I just saw a video of Kamala Harris speaking, and holy freaking crap, we dodged a bullet. I mean,
you are the bullet. Your sick, pathetic obsession with earning white approval from people who openly despise your existence helped push this entire country toward collapse. You didn't just put yourself in danger, you dragged your entire community down with you. You sold out your own community, leaving women, children, and hardworking people to be hunted, brutalized, and criminalized by the very people you beg for acceptance from. You willingly volunteered to be a weapon against your own people. You are the bullet. Selfish Latinos like this will sacrifice everything for white approval and will only change their mind when they don't get that approval. They are not to be trusted because the second a Latino like this is offered a tiny scrap of white acceptance, he will backstab his own community again. He will degrade his own self again for those tiny scraps of white acceptance. There are too many in the Latino community who are still so indoctrinated to still assimilate to whiteness, and he is one of them. A lot of us who vote Democrat, it's not because we are loyal to the party. It's because there are only two viable options, and one is clearly better not only for our community, but all marginalized communities and poor people, including poor white people. But that's probably too deep of a conversation for someone who just discovered racism is real last week.
Right away, you can feel the weight in his voice. It shows he's really regretting, but It's because he noticed like no matter how much he try, they will never see him the same. And he see like the way the administration he supported is attacking his own community. And now he see like, okay, this is different. They always see us different. It for him to say like now he understand black people because he's walking on the street, people give him looks and stuff like that. Yeah, because black people been telling you and warned you before you vote, say like this guy will never treat you nice. He don't care about you. But you guys, you refuse to listen. And now look how many people are suffering, especially from your own community. Wow. Let's keep watching, guys.
Now I can empathize and sympathize with the black community. I've never been able to do that before because I would hear them say things like, oh, we walk down the street and we get profiled and, cops will just suddenly stop and frisk or whatever just because of the color of their skin. And I always thought like, it's a little bit of a stretch. It feels like a little bit of a stretch. That person must be doing something, right? And obviously, I've never experienced that before. I've never felt that way before and stuff. And so I always thought like, ignorantly, by the way, on my part, thinking like, I think you guys are, because I'm brown, I've never felt that and stuff like that. I'm also a minority. But now, with us, it wasn't the cops. Cops aren't just randomly like, go and checking in the past. But now it's our turn, right? Now we feel it. Now we feel like, crap, can I just go down the street? Do I need my paper? It's like, why are you stopping me? I'm a U.S. citizen. We're not doing anything wrong. And now we're being persecuted. And so now I'm thinking like, crap, this is what the black community meant, and I kind of feel bad. Well, I feel bad because I never really could understand where they were coming from or where you guys were coming from. But I can assure you that now that it's here with us too, it's like, crap. I honestly, legitimately didn't think it was real. But it's real as hell. And it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted pretty much. And it's right now with us is because we're brown. You guys have had your turn when, cops were just in bigger cities, urban areas, stopping disproportionately, the black community and stuff. And I just want to say, like, I guess now I understand. I think moving forward, there's going to be a little bit more unity because we now can see where you guys are coming from. Well, at least I can, And so, yeah, guys, I just want to say sorry for being ignorant before, but I hope this unites all communities, not just minorities, and call out things for what they are, regardless of the race.
So guys, if I'm being honest, to admit that you made mistake is something I respect and I appreciate that, because there's those people who don't want even to come out and admit this publicly. It's really something good to do, but now you are regretting. What are you going to do better to fix this? That's my question. It's simple as that. I really appreciate everyone who came out and said like, I regret it. I already made the mistake. But there's people who are in denial, who don't want to just come out or say like, I regret I made mistake, who always want to find the way to excuse themselves. Yeah, guys, I have one clip I have left. Let's watch. I'll be back.
So now I'm seeing all these videos of Mexican Americans crying about how they regret voting for Trump. And honestly, I can't feel bad for you, because when we told you this would happen, you didn't listen. When it was just theoretical, it was easy to ignore. But now that your undocumented family is at risk, now that your kids are being targeted, or the kids in your circles, now that they're coming for you, now it's a problem. Listen, I get it. I have family who voted for him too, and I won't lie, it makes it very hard to process. It sometimes even makes it hard to talk to them, because how am I supposed to be okay with that? I have undocumented family. I have a trans sibling. Trump's policies directly hurt people I love. So when I see our own people supporting him, it feels like a slap in the face. And I keep asking myself, why? How did this happen? This man called Mexicans rapists. He bragged about deporting families. He made racial profiling and hate cool again. And still, some of you voted for him. And now, reality is hitting. Oklahoma just passed a law requiring parents to prove citizenship to enroll their kids in school. Texas is next. Who do you think they're coming for? Not white, undocumented Europeans, Latinos. And now some of you are shocked. What did you think was going to happen? That they'd make an exception for you? That you're somehow a good immigrant? That Trump actually cared about Latinos? Be serious. I know some of you are going to defend your stance with like, well, my family voted for him because they don't like socialism. They care about small businesses. They're conservative. They're religious. Okay. But at what cost? At the cost of our people being deported? At the cost of our kids being denied education? At the cost of our community being unsafe? And so now you're feeling the consequences and you want us to feel sorry for you. No. I'm saving my sympathy for the people who didn't vote against their own families. It's exhausting. We tried to tell you, but if you voted for Trump and regret it, sit with that, reflect on it, because the rest of us, we saw this coming. Please don't share any hate, not even towards Latinos who voted for Trump. This is just my personal view and my frustration about this entire situation.
Let's be honest. Wherever we make mistake and we acknowledge it and say sorry, it's something really good. Only someone who is stronger, smart can do that. But also, guys, let's leave this guy. Let's talk in general, like about Latinos. Latinos, why did you vote against your own interests? Why did you think like you are so special? You thought like when you show up and vote for him, he will just spare you. Maybe we deport who? Who did you think? Because I saw some video where I saw Latino thought like Black America they are immigrant. We saw that. Is it true that you really voted against immigrant, thinking like it's Black people you want to be kicked in the country? If it's that, I don't know what to say. Maybe you voted thinking like, okay, they will only deport like illegal immigrants, not the people who are here, who have a kid, who are in the process. This guy, like every chance he gets, he will deport all of you. He don't care about you guys. He don't care that you are Latinos. He always calls you name like dangerous. I don't even want to mention the name he calls you. So someone who called you that who called you that name, who give you names which are not okay, how come you have that confidence in you to vote for him? Even if you say maybe he meant like illegal immigrant, no, they are illegal, but they are from your own community. Because if, for example, let me say I'm from where let's say I'm from Jamaica. So if you come and told people from Jamaica or from Caribbean and I know I'm included that, I will not be happy for that, because you have to start giving respect to your people. You need to make sure everyone is respects your community. So if someone come and insult your community and you go ahead and vote for that person, trust me, after he done with them, it will be you. That's why we keep seeing Latinos suffering, Cuban, all of you guys, and you know how you voted for him. He don't even remember that. So for you to think like you are special, trust me, you are not. Now you're seeing it. I know there is Latino who can't come out and tell the truth because they are in denial, but they knew deep down in their heart, they know like this guy doesn't care about them. He doesn't care what's happened to them. He used you guys. He only used you for your vote, and he dumped you. And he even says so. He said like, okay, I don't care about you. I care about your vote. Don't forget that. But you guys, you always give him a reason. And now because ICE is deporting you, they are treating you like nobody. Now you're starting to open your eyes. But there's a people who are suffering, who are being separated with their family, who are facing a lot of problem. Wow. So guys, I have comment from the people. Let's hear what the people were saying about this guy. Let me get there. So, guys, the first comment say, I used to be hardcore Trump supporter too until I saw how until I saw how his policy actually hurt my neighborhood. Respect to this guy for speaking his truth. The second one said, this hit way too close to home. My uncle voted for him and now he won't even talk about it. I think deep down he regrets it too. The third one say, people forget that a lot of us voted out of fear, not hate. Fear of the economy, fear of the crime, but I didn't make things better. It didn't make things better. You voted for fear of economy, but we all know the guy you voted for being bankrupt more than one times. He can't even manage his business. Why do you think he will manage the whole country? I find this like an excuse, guys. If I'm being honest, you can let me know what you think. The fourth one say, Latino and proud. I'm Latino and proud. I made the same mistake. I will never let anyone use my identity against my own people. But he been saying he will deport, mass deportation. The last one is say we need more honest conversation like this. No yelling, no blaming, just truth. So, guys, let me know what you think. If you know more about the situation, tell us in a comment, educate us, because at the end of the day, we are not here to attack anyone. We are here to learn more from each other. And subscribe to the channel if it's your first time. I will see you next one. Bye.